We've just walked into Hickory Chair, and I was speaking with the creative director at Hickory Chair yesterday, and I could hardly listen to a word he said because I loved the fabric. We're in the front, and we're just going to walk through and see what strikes our fancy.
It's like a bunny rabbit. You can't stop from petting.
Yeah.
Got 4 AD100 designers: Mariette, Gomez, Alexa Hampton, Thomas O'Brien, and Suzanne Kasler. So we've got a lot of talent that inspires people. So this room in here with the Alexa, or her Hermes statement, if you will,
Indeed.
it's got a lot of excitement.
Indeed, I don't. Where's the little piece of brown ribbon? Love all this orange, my favorite color.
You know, an orange and gray is about my favorite combination.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I like it so much with my hair.
It looks good on you. We're loving this. We are buying this.
Yeah, I think that's terrific.
Yeah. I'm in love with these. These are my favorite dining room chairs right now at Market. Look at how pretty it makes up as a drape. Yeah. So at $25 a yard, you're saving a lot of money.
Hard to beat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're loving these squares that, you know, that little touch.
It's there in linens, this market, too. Very much in linens.
Yes.
Here, and bask in your room. I want to bask in here.
It's all things Euro and luxurious.
It's very much an Hermes box.
And it took a few samples in New York for us to get just precisely the right orange.
Oh, it's great.
At this intensity, it can veer wrong quickly.
Oh, of course you can.
The most important thing about my group of furniture is that there are the big pieces that are consistent with mass manufactured furniture, and then there is an intermediate scale. So that the point of that is to allow you then to connect it to the pieces one might already own that are either antiques or just diminutive. And if you only have scaled pieces for the mass market and then antiques, there's a huge disconnect between them. And it looks like the Lilliputians and the giants.
Right.
And if you have a piece like this little side table over there, or these little occasional chairs, or even this new Bergère-inspired scale chair there, it's scaled more like traditional real furniture, so it can marry the two sizes.
I love that chair. That's new this market?
It was new last market, and it was scaled off of an antique of mine.
Oh, okay.
And I literally fought tooth and nail to make sure that it stayed the right size. When I came for review, it had morphed, and I put my foot down and I was like, no, this isn't a whim. I have something in mind here,
Right.
So let's keep to it.
It's great.
At Mariette Gomez's space in Hickory Chair, and we had a fun chat a couple of days ago about the fact that she really sees floral chintzes and linens coming back. And, you know, there was a lot of mod florals for the last few markets, and now we're going back to the traditional
Right, more
English.
traditional, and they're mixing it so well with great-looking geometrics.
I agree.
And I think that's a wonderful, fresh look.
And I love how she's put the mattress ticking to just kind of take it down a notch and make it more casual.
A guy wouldn't just go to pieces if you had to get in that bed.
Right. No, I think he'd feel very sexy. This is a Thomas O'Brien bed, and it's featured every market in a different finish, so it's fun to see all the custom options that we have at Hickory Chair. It's my favorite bed at Market. It's just the right proportions, don't you think, Pat? Good. They have fun mood boards in here. The Hable sisters are so fun, and they put a lot of them together. I don't know if this is Suzanne's board or not. The creative director was telling us he thought the most important thing in home furnishings right now is expressing yourself, not just doing what's expected. You know, individuality is
Never a bad idea.
never a bad idea, and we have never had any problem with it.
No.
We're in Suzanne Kasler's space at Hickory Chair, and she's using neutrals with a pretty soft blue that I think looks terrific.
It's a great, very sophisticated, monochromatic sort of look with beautiful pale blue walls and a lot of white. So it's just very sophisticated, very feminine, and way uptown.
We've hired an additional 100 employees in the past year.
Great.
So we're ready to rock and roll.
Well, that's so encouraging for the furniture industry in North Carolina, period, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We've got 40 additional job openings right now in Hickory, and we started an apprenticeship program to bring in new people into the industry. We're actually starting up at our community college, starting up the furniture program again. It's a great living and it's a great vocation, you know. So we're excited.
It's been good to us. I'm all for it.
The tour of the showroom ends in my room, so I like to consider myself the dot at the end of the exclamation point.
I think it's the exclamation point at the end of the dots.
Or yeah, exactly. At the end of a long, beautiful symphonic stagement, and then boing,
I like it.
send them out with a pep in their step.